reckless spending part, I don't know. At this point. So, if you guys didn't watch the poorly done Meta event, they announced a couple new things, including the Gen 2 Meta Ray-Bans. Now, if you Google Meta Ray-Bans, everyone's talking about the display model. Now, that's not what this is. This does not have a display. This is just like the previous generation of Meta Ray-Bans, but with a few differences. 1, a better camera. 2, more battery life. And 3, a higher price because it's new. Anyway, let's unbox this.
I don't understand.
Google, nobody asked. Open. So what the model I have bought here is the Meta Ray-Ban Wayfarers, so the square frame option. I also got them in large size because my fat ass head probably wouldn't fit in the small. And I got matte black with black polarized lenses. I was thinking about getting the transitions, but I've heard the transitions are kind of annoying because I wanted to use these in my car. And I also just needed a decent pair of sunglasses, so these are going to be my actual sunglasses. Because I'm usually a hat kind of guy, but, you know, having sunglasses is nice. So here is le box, right there. Here you go. It says Ray-Ban Meta on the front, Wayfarer Gen 2 right there. On the back, what else does it say? Made for iPhone. It says made for iPhone, but I have an Android, so we'll figure that out. I've never actually seen anyone talk about that. Let's open this up. Pop this open. So what does this say? Scan to get started. So let's see here. So let's open up my phone here. Hopefully this works on an Android because it doesn't say made for Android, but maybe it's not designed for it, but it'll still work. Open this up. Set up device. So yeah, they do have an app. Yes, login. So they have an app, and the app has setup for these, so let me turn these lights on back here. There you go. Username, yeah, sure. It's my Instagram stuff, but that's fine. Nearby devices allow. So I'm setting up Meta Ray-Bans. So let's take these out. So what else is included before we move on? So in this little thing, there is a microfiber to clean the glasses. There's also, over here, a get started little pamphlet. So you pull the tab to start the battery, check the battery level, some other things here. There's also some more papers and maybe a cable. Yeah, this is the warranty guide. And then I think that's it. Maybe it doesn't include a cable. So let's set this off to the side. Let's do this. So remove the protective tab. So let's pull this out like that. Leave the glasses. The LED will turn blue, apparently. If you don't see the blue LED, press and hold the button on the back of the case for 5 seconds, release when it turns blue. So it's currently white. So I'm gonna hold this down on the back here. There you go, now it's blue. The LED has turned on. Choose device to be, there we go, right there. Pairing. Yeah, it's nice that they include a little microfiber, and it has Ray-Ban Meta on it, which is cool. So I believe these, the ones I got were like $400, which yes, is expensive. But one, I used a $100 Best Buy gift card, so I got it for $330-ish after tax. And second off, it's not that much more than a normal pair of Ray-Bans. So it seems like a decent deal. I bought these for a reason that I'll mention after this setup. Let's continue setup. So let's put on the glasses. So we haven't actually looked at them yet. So here is the glasses themselves. If I can get them out, there you go. Unfold, pull these off. So these are decently thick. I believe there is a touchpad in there, but it's honestly not too bad. Here's the charging contact pins. So let me put these on. Press the capture button. Okay. Did the phone shut off? Okay. So I click the capture button, take a photo, press and hold, and then press it again to stop. There you go. Replay. Tap the touchpad. So there is a touchpad. Okay. Oh, it's playing music now. You can swipe to adjust the volume. The speakers actually sound really good. Wow, I'm surprised by that. Wow, those speakers are actually really nice. For being open speakers, obviously. All right, so they're set up. Explore how you can use Meta AI. Sure. Enable Meta. I have to scroll down. Enable. Sure. Steal my data. Hey Meta, what's the tallest building in the world? So it just said, okay. Hey Meta, what am I looking at? That's interesting. Connect to music apps. They don't have YouTube Music, unfortunately, which is what I use. I use YouTube Music. So I'm just gonna do that later. Communicate hands-free. I don't really use, I mean, I can connect via phone, allow access to contacts. I do not want automatic message readout. That's gonna be annoying. Messenger, okay. Customize voice settings. You can change the, you can have John Cena as one. I'm gonna go to that one because it's a little lower pitched. I'm gonna increase the speaking rate a little bit because they were talking a little slow. So we'll do 1.5 times speed. Continue. Sure. Ready to capture. Be respectful, so don't take pictures in bathrooms, obviously, because I've seen people do that, and that's weird. The LED shines. Do not use features that could distract your attention. Okay, so they're at 78%. So we can ask Meta AI in here and do that. So yeah, I'm gonna flip the camera around, show you what these look like on my face, and we'll do some testing. All right, so these are the Gen 2 Meta Ray-Bans. They fit pretty well. These are the large size, which are about 7 millimeters wider, and I think 4 millimeters taller in terms of the lens height than the standard size. And I'm glad I got these because these are a little tight. They will wear in, so they probably will stretch a bit more. But as of right now, they squeeze a little bit on the side of my head, which is what you want. There is a little LED right here flashing, so I don't know, but let's take a picture. Looks pretty good. I do like the design. I wish this was a little less curved because it looks a little bit more girly, but this was my favorite design they offered, so this is the one I went with. So up here is the capture LED, and over here is the camera. If I hold down, it'll start a video. And the microphones are supposed to be pretty good. I'll overlay the clip right now, but it records, I believe, in a 4x3 portrait frame, which is not the best, but it works. And there is a little LED on the inside of the glasses to tell me when it's recording, so that is easy. Click stop to stop the recording, and that should save to my phone. So let me see if I can preview that. So let's see, if I go to the glasses tab, so there is a software update for the Wayfarers. So so it's importing media to my phone, as you can see. So these are the videos from the camera. And so you can go in here and go to the settings. And I think if I go down to media, video settings, you can change the length of the video to 3 minutes instead of 1 minute. I'm gonna do, let's see, you can do 1080p. You should be able to do 3K video. There you go. So update available, click update, install update, and it's updating my glasses. That's a weird thing to say. So while that is doing that, let's take a look at the case. So the case is this nice brown leather, and it has this nice little clasp. It's a nice, comfortable weight. It has a 48-hour total battery life, including the case, and the glasses themselves have an 8-hour battery life. Now, 8 hours of what? I honestly have no idea, because it doesn't really tell you what it means by 8 hours. But if this could do live streaming, which it can do, by the way, it can live stream. If it can do that for at least 1.5 hours, I'll be happy, because that's going to be my primary use of these glasses. Especially because I do marching band, and I bought these so I could, 1, have a pair of sunglasses so I can see what the hell I'm doing, and 2, live stream it from my POV, which is quite a cool idea. So I wanted to try these out, so let's see if we can actually do a little live stream after they're done updating. Okay, it's been a couple hours. I've been messing around with these, and I've discovered a few facts that have made me not like these glasses anymore. Problem number 1, no live streaming. This is very controversial because I've seen many people say that these can and cannot live stream. The Gen 1s can live stream. The Gen 2s cannot for some reason, even though people say they can, and on Meta's website they say they can, but on Ray-Ban's website they say it's only available on the Gen 1, and I haven't been able to get these things to connect with Instagram Live, so that defeats the whole point of me buying them, which is really disappointing. So I'm probably going to be returning these for that reason. The second thing that I noticed is that the features that do exist are kind of finicky. Like, I can't get 60 FPS to work, even though I know that there's an option to do it because I've seen people do it with these exact glasses. I can't get these to record at 60 FPS for some reason, which is kind kind of a deal breaker because I always use 60 FPS footage anyway, and the aspect ratio being 4:3 is weird. So these wouldn't be very useful for me to record video, unfortunately. The whole reason I wanted them, again, is for live streaming, but if I can't live stream with them, that defeats the point. So that's a bit disappointing. I will say that the features that do work are pretty impressive, like the, hey Meta, what am I looking at? So it just said you're looking at a smartphone on a tripod with a person's face looking at the screen. So it is pretty accurate, and the speakers are surprisingly decent. So if you're using these as headphones, they do bleed a lot, but they are decent for that. But honestly, they're just not what they said on the tin. I wish these things would have live streamed, and I would have loved them if they did, but they don't. So that's going to be the end of this video. See you guys in the next one. Don't buy these if you want to live stream. If you want to record video that's only 3 minutes long and in a weird aspect ratio, fine. Anyway, that'll be the end of this video.